Poland deployed K2 Black Panther tanks from South Korea to defend the Belarus border with Russia. The Polish armed forces can now field a tank battalion equipped with the new K2 Black Panther main battle tank. This month saw further deliveries of the new tanks and enabled the 16th Mechanized Division to integrate the tank unit into its structures. Poland now has 48 K2 MBTs in service, with 18 delivered on the 11th, 17th, and 19th of March. The K2s will be delivered to the 20th Mechanized Brigade, stationing in the Warmia region of northeastern Poland. The deliveries concluded this month are a part of the contract awarded to South Korea for the delivery of 180 MBTs that will be concluded by 2026. As the Polish Armed Forces modernization continues, its armored elements need heavy equipment, including modern MBTs. The K2s purchased by Poland resulted from an interventional purchase made by the Polish Ministry of Defense in the summer of 2022, along with the purchase of 212 K9 self-propelled howitzers. The procurement was closely tied to the developing conflict in Ukraine, which aimed to enhance the Polish Army's operational capabilities rapidly. Up to the outbreak of the conflict in a neighboring state, most of the Polish MBT fleet comprised modernized and refurbished T-72, M1, and M1Rs supported by PT-91s and Leopards II. The K2 gap fillers will successfully replace the T-72 MNRs donated to Ukraine by Poland. In the last 2 years, over 250 Polish tanks were donated to Kiev and steadily replaced with freshly delivered K2s and M1A1 FEP Abrams tanks, with deliveries of M1, a 2 SEPV3 planned to commence in 2024. However, the K2 procurement probably will not stop here. Poland aims to obtain over 800 MBTs under the Wilk program, which means that the government in Warsaw is considering a contract for domestic production of the K2 tank despite the recent change of government and the Polish Ministry of Defense's new stance towards purchases from South Korea. Meanwhile, Poland is building new fortifications and shelters in the border zone with Belarus and Russia, according to a report published Monday in a Polish economic and legal newspaper. The Ministry of Defense did not disclose detailed information, but a ministry source told the Rzeczpospolita Daily that the move was part of the overall national defense plan. The ministry said in a briefing that work is underway on the further expansion of engineering fortifications, including a shelter system, and their improvement in the border zone. Poland's deputy foreign minister on Monday said that NATO was considering the possibility of shooting down Russian missiles that strayed too close to the alliance's borders, 2 days after Poland reported a breach of its airspace. Warsaw on Sunday said that a Russian cruise missile fired overnight at towns in western Ukraine had crossed Polish airspace for 39 seconds, passing about 2 kilometers over the border. The Polish defense minister said that Poland had activated all air defense systems, and the missile would have been shot down had there been any indication that it was heading for a target on Polish territory. On Tuesday, Poland's deputy foreign minister, Andrzej Szczęsny, told local radio station RF24 various concepts are being analyzed within NATO in response to such incidents, including for such missiles to be shot down when they are very close to the NATO border. But this would have to happen with the consent of the Ukrainian side and taking into account the international consequences, Szczęsny added. On Monday, Poland's foreign ministry said that Russia's ambassador in Warsaw failed to show up for a diplomatic summons regarding the incident. Poland later said that Foreign Minister Radoslaw Sikorski had spoken to NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg about the missile incursion. The Polish Air Navigation Services Agency consulted with the Air Navigation Operational Command on February 4 and issued a navigation warning for airspace users. The warning was initiated on February 5 and will remain in force until May 5. It covers the airspace of the entire eastern part of Poland, along the border with Ukraine and Belarus, the northeastern part along the border with Lithuania and Russia, the Kaliningrad exclave, and the central part of the country, including Warsaw. The message aims to warn civil airspace users about possible intensified military aircraft activity in the eastern area. The intensified actions are to respond to the threat situation on the eastern border, said the operational command. Before the missile was identified as Ukrainian, fears were raised that NATO, of which Poland is a member, would be dragged into an escalation of the conflict with Russia if its collective defense provisions were triggered.